March 23rd, 2020. We're in the fifth day of a lockdown here in Fresno, California. We've been told by our leaders to stay inside and try to practice social distancing and let's try to ride this out. Our commander in chief has gave us a 15-day plan to curb this staying here and you know, let's just try to get to the bottom of this, guys. Let's try to find out what happened. Is this a dream? Is this a movie? What's going on? This started in Wuhan, China, about maybe 3 months ago, and it started off as maybe something, very small. When I first heard about it, my intuition, my first feeling about this was that it's going to be bad. Um, so I've been following this from the very beginning in China to the point where they started, quarantining 50 million people. Now, when I heard that number, 50 million people, that has to spark some sort of interest in your mind. Whenever you can quarantine over 50 million people and have them do something, there's got to be something serious to that. And, what have you, after that thing just spread throughout the whole world, It's in Italy right now. It's hitting very bad in Italy. Last counts I seen was like 800 people in one day. Town's completely quiet now over there. People just, losing family members. They're saying that everyone knows someone that knows someone that's affected by this. So, it's pretty bad in Iran and Spain and Germany, and now it's coming here to the United States and Fresno, California, where I'm at. I'm here in Fresno, California. We have about maybe 20 cases right now, I believe. And we had the National Guard being called in here in National Guard here in California and New York, and I think some parts in Washington as well. So, it's becoming something real. It's becoming to the point where, it feels like our doctors, our hospitals, our nurses are being overwhelmed. There's no masks, there's no gloves, there's no testing, no one's getting tested. It feels like people want to get tested and they're not. I read a report yesterday saying that this lady was waiting for her test and she ended up dying at her house, a 39-year-old lady. I forgot from what city. But there's so many different stories out there that are being undocumented, maybe because, right now it feels like we're in a movie. If you ever seen one of those crazy movies that have this sort of feel to it. At first, like I said, it was in China, and now it's in, United States, and now we're on lockdown, and now we have a little miniature martial law being introduced, with the National Guard being called up. So it feels like it's changing by the hour, like everyone is saying, if not by the day, like I was saying, like, 1 minute it's this, and the next minute everything's shut down. So all I want people to know at this time is just be prepared for anything to happen around right now, because, there's so many moving pieces. There's so many different things flying around in the world right now that our stock markets are very just volatile right now. The economy is going up and down. People are just being overwhelmed. The system is just being overwhelmed. It's one of them things too where Trump decided not to have the pandemic team signed or something like that when he came into presidency. And isn't it ironic that we have a pandemic that's hitting? And I don't think even if we had that thing signed, we would be prepared. But I guess we would be a little more prepared than we are now. And it's just sad that a month ago, 2 months ago, President Trump was saying that this wasn't something serious, it was something fake, it would just fly by, it'll be a 2-week thing. And now maybe a week and a half, he changed his tune completely to just it's a war, he's a wartime president. So it's one of them things where, the people in charge, our leaders are just, maybe they're saying what they want to say, or maybe they're doing it how it's supposed to be done, the way they're being told to do it. But as an American, as a person in this country, I feel like we're being just lied to. I feel like we're being cheated again, because if you think about who's going to get these packages of money, they're making it seem like $1,000 per American is a beautiful thing, like, oh man, this is going to be a Christmas for everyone, $2,000, and when these corporations are being bailed out so much money, and they're so worried about corporations and saving the corporations, why are they not as passionate for the American people? Even though these American people fight for their country, they love their politicians. They vote for the politicians like they're gods, and yet our politicians treat us like we're peasants, and people don't even care. They right now it's to the point where it's everything's so political. You can't even get the bill signed because they're fighting over that. Now that goes to show how tore up our system is, and I just feel like this is like the perfect tsunami or hurricane or conditions for this to happen too. For everyone to realize that your government doesn't really care about you as much. Like I said, they just barely started testing about maybe 3 or 4 days ago, legitly, maybe a week ago. And they should have been doing this a long time ago. Everything is being stalled. Things are being slowed up. Some people are being denied tests that they shouldn't be. It feels like only the rich people are getting tests, when it comes to some stories. And it's becoming ugly in a sense. It's like a free-for-all kind of attitude, mine-only attitude, and that goes to show why people are hoarding. People bought up all the toilet paper and water. It's that American mindset. But I understand what's going on. People, they feel helpless in this sort of situation. So when someone feels helpless, they want to have some sort of control. And the way people were able to get control of the situation in their mind was to go buy things because that made them feel okay. So I understand it was kind of like a flight or fight situation that was going on. But that sort of situation made things worse because now there's nothing there. People are trying to fill in the orders. People are trying to bring stuff in from the stock. And it's just being ate up like the next hour it gets stocked up. So we're at a time right now where people are very emotional. They're very just fear is running ravish in our community right now. So, and I can understand it because, like I said, they feel like we're alone. Feel like our governments aren't here to help us. They're over here arguing about stuff, making jokes when people are dying. So I feel like there is no leadership here. So, what I want to go out there and tell these people here is that let's just say that us as people from Fresno, we do need to stick together. We do need to come up with some sort of plan because you got to remember this is the agricultural place of the world here. So we need to make sure we take care of the food that we got here. We got to make sure we take care of people around us, our neighbors, and our people because right now we're all we got. So basically that's how we got to look at it. We got to make sure we take care of each other. Let's come together as a whole big Fresno, and let's just fight this together. Let's do the social distancing. Let's stay nice and clean. Let's just do what we have to do, everyone, to try to get past this. Because, like I said, we only have each other for this. So, let's try to talk to your neighbor, talk to your friends, and let's just make sure we keep it moving and stay positive. And just remember to stay informed of this sort of situation because there's a lot of things happening by the hour. So make sure you stay informed and tell your friends and family what's going on. And I'm gonna be making more videos every day as the time changes, as whatever comes tomorrow comes. But let's just try to document it. Let's try to keep in touch, and let's just try to send this video out to as many people as we can, so we can start discussing maybe what we can do to come together and try to come up with a plan. So again, I urge all Fresnans to stay clean, stay happy, stay positive, and let's keep it moving, and let's just try to come into a nice creative solution so we can help each other out, guys. All right, you guys have a good night, and God bless, and see you guys tomorrow.